What's up guys, welcome back to Code with Clinton. In today's video, I'm going to explain to you what a virtual environment is and how to set up a virtual environment for your Django project. So you're wondering, what is a virtual environment? A virtual environment is a tool which helps to keep dependencies for your different Django projects separate by creating a Python virtual environment for them. It helps to keep the dependencies for your Django project separate. Instead, let's assume you're using the Django 1.1 for a different Django project and you're using the Django 3.2 for a different Django project. With a virtual environment, you'll be able to manage the dependencies between those two projects. Understand? It helps to avoid conflicts between the versions. Understand? It also helps to avoid conflict between Python version and your Django version. Understand? So virtual environment are super useful and helpful as a Django developer. So I'm going to show you how to set up a virtual environment using Django. Without further ado, we are getting started right now. Okay, so it's time for us to create our virtual environment. So simply open the command prompt, go down to the start menu, start button, search for CMD, and you see it pop up. So double click on the command prompt. So now we're going to simply install the virtual environment wrapper. We want this command pip install virtual env wrapper -win. So enter. Okay, it says requirement already satisfied. That's because I already have it installed. So now we're going to make so now it's time for us to create the virtual environment. So we're going to run this command make virtual env. So I'm going to call this env. So the name of my virtual environment is called env. Understand? So just click now, enter. Okay, it's going to take quite some time before it runs. Okay, it's loading. Okay, as you can see, our virtual environment has been created. You can see up here, you can see here we have the env, and it's not just been created, so it was also activated. So you can see now we have our env here. So now we're going to install Django inside the virtual environment. Understand? That's what we're going to simply install Django inside the virtual environment. So now simply run this command pip install Django. Before I run this command, I want to show you where this virtual environment is. It is inside my root directory. Just go down. It's inside my root directory where I have just in my local disk. So I'm going to show you where it is. Open the users and it's going to create a folder. It's called envs. Understand? It's called. I have two virtual environment there. One is called tests and the other is called env. We just created this env right now. You saw it. So now let's continue. So we're going to install Django inside of the virtual environment. So run the command pip install Django. If you watch closely, Django is getting installed. So we're going to wait for it to get installed. It's about to be done. So it's still installing. So we're going to be patient a bit. So from here now you can see it says successfully installed Django 3.2.6. So we successfully installed Django. Now we're going to create a Django project. It's going to say Django admin start project. We're going to call this project tests. Enter. Oh, there's an error somewhere. Well, the name I use conflicts with the Django keyword, you understand, with the Python keyword. So I'm going to use another name, another project name. So I'm going to go into my desktop and create this project. I'm going to move down there, save into the desktop, enter, and now let's create a Django project. I'm going to say Django admin start projects. We'll call this my site. Enter. So now we are going to cd into the my site directory. Okay, so that's it. So now I'm going to open this directory using VS Code and it's in our desktop. So just open folder from desktop. Okay, you can see it's called my site there. Select folder, and it's gonna pop up here. Okay, we have our folder, we have our Django project open on our VS Code, my site. It has all the files. So I will open a new terminal right now, and I want to show you something. I will try and run the run server command. So let's create a new command prompt here. So let's run this command: python manage.py run server. You can see it says import error, couldn't import Django. That's because Django is not installed globally on the computer. So it's installed in a virtual environment. So before I can use Django for this project, I need to activate my virtual environment. So these are two. I'm going to show you how to activate the virtual environment. Simply run this command: work on. Our virtual environment is called env. So simply work on env. So enter. You can see the virtual environment is activated. So we're going to run the command again: python manage.py run server. So enter. It's going to take a bit. You can see everything is working fine. Our server is running. There's no errors. So you see, that's how to create a simple virtual environment for your Django project. I hope you really enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash the like button for me, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. We'll meet in the next video.